104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.
104.7 The Cave, Mike the Intern in the studio with Megan this morning for our newest edition of online reviews. I must say the lawyers want us to tell you these are not our reviews. These are reviews of random people online, and they do not reflect the views of our station or company. And Megan doesn't get to see these before we do them, ever. And it's like, so I'm like so giddy because I'm like, this one is super good. Today we are reviewing the book, How to Avoid Huge Ships.
Oh my God.
By John W. Trimmer. Captain Trimmer, How to Avoid Huge Ships. So Megan reads the title and we try to get through this as best as we can.
Oh man, why? Okay, let's just get into it. All right, title is Too Informative. Read this book before going on vacation, and I couldn't find my cruise liner in the port. Vacation ruined. Title is Why No Kindle Edition. Given that there is a huge ship bearing down on me right now, I am extremely disappointed that I cannot get Inst.
I think they got crashed into them when they were writing the review.
Sorry, I was like, what?
What is it? Why does it just stop? Because they obviously got a huge ship that was bearing down on them crashing.
Wow, okay. See, you're smarter than I am.
Well, that's what I'm assuming it is.
Title is Reads Like a Whodunit. I bought How to Avoid Huge Ships as a companion to Captain Trimmer's other excellent titles, How to Avoid a Train and How to Avoid the Empire State Building. These books are fast-paced, well-written, and the hard-won knowledge found in them is as inspirational as it is informational. After reading them, I haven't been hit by anything bigger than a diesel bus. Thanks, Captain.
Oh, Captain. My Captain.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you just did that. Title, Great Advice, published too late. I wish I had read this highly informative title in the late 90s. My husband and I both suffer from PTHSCD, post-traumatic huge ship collision disorder, which we acquired while piloting our own huge ship. I remember it like it was yesterday. We were carrying over 3 million gallons of blue paint to Morocco when, wouldn't you know it, we collided with our competitors. They had about 4 million gallons of red-brown on board, and before we knew it, we were all marooned.
We'll get to more of online reviews. We're reviewing How to Avoid Huge Ships on 104.7 The Cave. .7 The Cave. Megan and Mike in the studio today. We are talking about our online reviews, the book, How to Avoid Huge Ships.
Emphasis on the P.
P. Ships. Ships. So take it away, Megan.
All right, title is Now I Know What That Steering Wheel Thingy Is For. This book really is one of the best huge ship avoidance references I've come across. Not just for the effective methods it teaches as to avoiding huge ships, but also for exploding some of the huge ship avoidance myths that many of us take for granted. For example, do not charge the huge ship at full speed in an attempt to scare it off. This may work with coyotes, but it is less effective with huge ships. Similarly, do not roll your boat over and play dead. Unless the huge ship is captained by a grizzly bear, this will not work. Do not attempt to go under the huge ship. This is typically not successful. Again, do not attempt to jump over the huge ship. Title is How to Avoid This Book. Stumbled across this while looking for books on how to attract huge ships. This book is awful and vaguely racist. Title is Large Beamed Please. The titles get me alone. Like,
I know, they're so good. I got to stop drinking coffee while you read those. I'm about to spit them out all over the board every single time.
it's so good. Okay. I am a huge ship. Imagine having an entire book devoted toward actively avoiding you and your kind. I have always been bigger than other ships, and yes, I have endured years of being moored in this distance, never being able to enter the shallower bays, requiring tugs to guide me in. But now this? Mr. Trimmer, you, sir, should be ashamed. Please do not be swayed by his drivel. I ask that you judge me. I ask that you judge me not by my size of my cargo hatch, but rather the content of my wheelhouse. Title is good, but as a longtime seaman, I deeply enjoyed this read. I must request that the author write other books with the same informative wit as he did with this book. For instance, and I'm just spitballing here, how to avoid huge Tuscan islands. Oh, so on rereading the book, it's nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Oh, wait. Sorry. This is it was left over.
Oh, it is? All right. Well, we'll get to part 3 on the way next. Online reviews on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave. Mike and Megan in the studio. We've reached the conclusion of online reviews today, reviewing the book, How to Avoid Huge Ships. Again, the lawyers want me to reiterate, this is not our views as a station or company, merely reviews people have posted online for the world to see. Megan is going to try to get through the rest of them. Take it away.
Title is, The Book Was Far Too Short for My Liking. I was very excited to find my copy of How to Avoid Huge Ships in the mail 3 months ago. However, I was very disappointed regarding the length of this book. The book begins with a lengthy foreword as well as a dedication followed by only 2 chapters. Chapter 1, turn left, and Chapter 2, turn right. While statistically accurate and fundamentally helpful, the 2 chapters really left me wanting more. I was very satisfied with the results of the book, seeing as I have not had any encounters with huge ships since. I'm sorry, I want this book. Like, I want to go and buy this book now just to see what it's all about.
It's like being in college, reading a textbook. Oh, my God.
Title is much better than the sequel book, How to Run Over Little Boats. After reading this book, I realized exactly what I was doing wrong every time I was run over by barges on the mighty Mississippi. I always played dead and hoped that boats would go away, like I was taught by a book I read, How to Survive Bear Attacks. I guess I thought the lessons taught by that book applied to everything in life, but it clearly meant just bears. Now I am surviving the waterways better than a BP oil rig. Oh, title needs better distribution. Great read, but is this book getting to its intended audience? Has anyone thought of how we get this book into the hands of icebergs? Oh, Titanic. Title. Excellent, but it misses an obvious technique. Avoiding huge ships is very straightforward. All you need is a Hutzler 571 banana slicer. The unique serration pattern is perfect for disrupting their warp fields. Yes.
I brought it full circle. If you didn't know, we already reviewed the banana slicer a couple weeks ago. I'll
So
slice
good.
your
I'll
nanner.
slice your nanner.
This has been Online Reviews. Megan, thank you.
Thank you.
.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.